Good day, I'm Tienie from ABCUS Windows Doors. Today I'm going to show you how to install a pivot shower with a return panel. When you purchase a shower door, in this case which is a pivot door, there's two channels that you get with it. One you fix into the wall, with the other one that slides on one side of the panel, which you're going to, in this case scenario, fix the side return panel on this side. With that, the return panel that we have here consists of a channel that has already been fixed on the wall and then your return panel itself. For the installation, we're going to have the following. The two handles that's going to be screwed into each other. Some pop rivets, some Fisher plugs for the stainless steel screws, and the stainless steel screws to fix it into the wall. Then we move on to the tools that we're going to have. You're going to have a Tienie knife just to cut the whole shower out of the plastic. We're going to have the power drill. You can choose either between the power drill or you can a hand scan screwdriver, which at the moment is a Phillips or a Star screwdriver. With that, you're going to use a 6mm masonry steel drill to get the holes in the wall so that you can fit the screws. You need a pencil to mark the markings where you're going to fit the channels and the markings for the holes in the wall. You're going to use a pop rivet gun for the pop rivets to fix the shower on the inside to get it in structure and then it stands exactly as you want to. And then you're going to need this water level just to make sure that the installation is pretty much 90 degrees as close as you can go to give you the water level you need, exactly water level for the shower to get installed perfectly. And lastly, you're going to use a silicone gun with the correct silicone just to finish the lines off and seal the shower quite tight so that it can't leak water. Now for the installation of the shower, you're going to do the following, just to make sure that every panel that you have is sitting on the right position and the space in the area where it sits are completely correct. What you're going to do, firstly, you're going to measure the opening where the shower is going to be sitting. You measure the one side and see that the panel is 800. And the other side, and you see the panel here, the opening is 800. To see if the shower is going to be okay, you're going to measure the two panels. First, I'm going to measure this panel. It is 720, and you're going to measure the following panel. It is the same, 720. So nextly, for the panels to get installed, you must mark it firstly on where the panel is going to sit on the floor. You're going to mark your panels. I'm going to mark it 720, and from that side, you're going to mark it 720. So now you know where at least your panel is going to sit, and it's more than enough space for the shower to get installed on this floor here. So for that, you need to see where the lines are going to sit for the channel. For that, you mark it out, the distance from where the 720 is, and you mark it the same that side. The same doing on this side as well for the channel to be set on the correct space. Now that we have the marks where the channel can sit and where the shower is more or less going to sit and get installed, start with your compensating channels, which gonna sit against the wall like this, more or less. For that, you need a line and mark the holes where it's going to sit. But before that, you need to label it up that it is exactly on a level straight. For that, you're going to need to use this, the level, just to make sure that you are in level with the line and mark the lines. This is your first line on where the channel is going to be installed. So now you know where this is going to sit. Next, you do the same on the other side. Now that you did that, now you know more or less where your shower is going to sit on the podium that I have here. So next thing, you're going to take your channel and put it against the line. Where it is in line on the line that you did, you're going to mark the holes where you have to drill to fix it against the wall. Now that is done, your holes is now marked against the panel where you're going to fix this channel. Now the same on the other side. Now for the installation for the jambs. I'm going to drill the holes and then screw it to the panel and then do the same on the other side. We are finished with this one side. We're going to do the same now to the other side. Now that the channels is all installed on the wall, I'm going to start with the shower door to get it installed. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the door and then just slide it into the channel. Then thereafter you're going to do the leveling to see if the door is correct. So we're going to take the door. Now that it is in place, you're going to make sure that it sits on the actual markings on the floor to say it sits correctly. I'm just going to see if the door is sitting level, and then you can start with the side panel. I'm going to do actually the same with the return panel that I did with the door. Now that you installed the door, slide it in the channel for just a temporary to fit, and the panel. Now you can see if both are in level, so you can fix it on the inside, so that the door open freely. So you take your water level, just check your levels if it's correctly leveling out on this side and on the other side to see if everything is leveled up. So after checking if everything is correctly in line, everything lines up with each other, this side and your panel, now you know everything is okay. What you're going to do is, you're going to fix this channel onto this panel. It did have lines on the side on which it fits into. Then use your Pop Rivets to fix this onto your frame. The Pop Rivets has already been provided with the holes, has already been pre-drilled from the factory. So I'm going to just take this frame slightly apart and then I'm going to fix it with a Pop Rivet. Now, after fixing the channel with the Pop Rivets into the frame, I'm just going to assemble it and join it together to have that perfect fit where it slides in and it will stand fine. Now, as you can see, the shower stands up perfectly in line with the channel being fit. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to the inside, get it leveled out, and then you fix it on the inside. Now that I fixed the inside of the shower, I'm going to recheck myself if the shower is actually leveling out for the door to open up. Now that your door is fixed to the wall, fixed to your side panel, and fixed your side panel to the wall, I'm going to put on the handle as follows. You will see on one handle there's no screw, and the other one is normally fixed with a screw. The indication on the handle, that little marks, is normally the actual hole size where it goes through. Then you know the handle will actually fit nice and neatly inside it. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the one door in the inside, the one knob, and the other one on the outside, and you're going to screw it together. I'm going to install the handle on the door. So make sure that you can either have the screw on the inside or outside, it doesn't matter. So what you're going to do is, firstly, you can just see that that indication on the handle just fits nice and neatly inside the hole in the glass. And then you fix this onto the door and the handle. Now that the handle is fixed on the door, you can test if the door is now freely open and closing, and just make sure that your door doesn't warp on the outside. So if the door do warp going out, not level aside, it's because your door is not leveled out or straightened out on your uprights. So just check the level on this side and on that side, and if that corner is correctly leveled out, your door should be level in and your door will fit perfectly. And even the magnet in the inside and the outside will then close 100% perfectly. So when you're done and you're happy with the door opening and closing up, with the final touches, you can do the silicone and you can seal all the edges on the shower, on the outside and on the inside. And you leave it for 1 day to cure. That includes the installation of the rivet door with its return panel.